What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's 2026 and let's get this channel going this year with some beat making. I thought it'd be a good place to start, and we're going to be on the old faithful, the SP404-MK2. I do want to branch out more this year and try and add more variety to what you guys are seeing on the desk. But yeah, for now I thought, you know what? Let's get this year going with some classic SP vids content, making a beat with this device. So I've prepared quite a lot of things already for this to speed up the process. I've got my Lo-Fi Drums Volume 6 on the bottom row here. Got a kick, snare, hi-hat, and open hi-hat. And I just want to show you that the kick is pitched down by 5, just adds a bit more boominess to that kick. The snare is pitched up 2, that just tightens it up a bit. The hats are down 6, now that's quite a lot. That takes the high end off it as well, makes it a bit more muddy sounding. And the open hi-hat is exactly how it is out of the pack. Then what I've got is one of the Vox samples from that pack as well.
Yeah.
I have resampled that with a delay.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet if that's going to fit with the tempo of the beat, so we'll find out. But I'll make sure that's included at some point. And then I've got these really nice samples. Advanced members, you'll get access to this sample. I'll post that on the members area. Really dramatic samples there with some vocals in them, which are nice. I've gone ahead and pitched those down 3 from the original, so that's slowed them down and made them sound a bit warmer and darker as well, which is really, really cool. They're also in a mute group, so if I go to Shift and 8, you can see in A there, we have all those chops, and that means that they'll just cut each other out. So if I play 2 and then play 3, you can hear that as soon as the other one's hit in that mute group, it will cancel the other one out. That's exactly what the purpose of a mute group is. So I guess we need to start by figuring out a tempo, and I kind of did that with a drum loop. So I've got this drum loop here. That is those drums on the bottom row resampled onto a pad. If we go ahead and tap tempo along with that, we can figure out the tempo. So to do that, we'll start the sample, then we'll do Shift and 11, and we can use subpad to tap along. And there we go. Yeah, it looks like it's 80. I think I may have already done that as well, but that's how I usually find out my tempo. So we'll exit out of that. We'll go to pattern select and we'll do record and 1. I'm going to do 4 bars as usual. I wish I could default to 4 bars. I know I say that a lot, but it's just so annoying having to do it every time. We'll do strength 100, grid 16, and I'll do the hi-hats first. And we'll use 16 velocity on the hi-hats so that we can get different velocities and make it sound a bit more humanized. So that's all good. We'll go ahead and press record. So we need to select the hi-hat, we'll use the value wheel and press the hat. And we need to go to Shift and 16 velocity, which is 2. And we'll wait for it to come back round. Okay, that's perfect. And I have realized that on bus 3 and 4, if I go to Shift and EFX settings, I have got 303 vinyl sim on there. I'll go ahead and take that off for now, and then we can see the before and after a bit later on in the process. So we've got that now. We've just got the hats down. Now that I've turned that compressor off, you can kind of hear the difference a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and make a copy of that pattern, and we'll do a kick just at the start, quantized. Okay, cool. There we go. And we can copy that. And now we can do the rest of the kicks and the snares at the same time, basically. So we'll do copy again, and we'll do record 3, and we'll turn off quantize now. Okay, apologies if that was clipping a bit there. I've turned it down now while that was playing back. And one more thing to add is the open hi-hats. But before that, I'll organize these a bit. I'll delete those two. And I'll do Shift and 5 to do exchange. And we'll move that pattern to 1. And then we'll make another copy. A lot of copying right now, but it makes the process easier. And then we can record some open hats. And we'll put the quantize back on for this on 16. Okay, nice, that's all the drums done. So we'll do copy and move this down to here. I always just do this when I start working with the chops, so then the bottom sort of 2 rows are the chops. The top is just kind of like ideas and sketches that I can come back to and use if I need to. So we've got 9 here now, and we can start figuring out a pattern. And I think, to be honest, it's going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be chop 1 and 2 after each other, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, that is what I want to do. So we'll do record. We'll keep grid 16 on. Cool, and now we'll do a copy of that and we'll put it underneath because we want to make a variation. So I quite like putting variations underneath so that you know it's the same kind of pattern but just with a slight change. And actually I need to delete that because what I want to do is do a copy and then I'm going to hit remain and I'm only going to copy the drums across. And then we're going to try a different chop pattern. So it's still going to be just the same 2 chops, but I'm going to just try and add some more rhythm to them rather than just doing sort of A, B, A, B. So we'll give this a try and see what happens with this. And that's really not working, that kind of change in rhythm with those, so maybe we'll just drop that idea, to be honest. I don't think that was working too well. We'll go ahead and make a variation with the other pads now. So we'll copy, again, just the drums, and we'll do part B. Like that. I think that sounds better than the first loop, to be honest, but the combination of the two should be quite nice. I think we can do variations with these instead. So we'll do a copy, remain. I should just make, do you know what, I should just copy this up to the top so that I've just now got the drums on their own so I don't have to keep doing that every time. Okay, so let's try a variation. Okay, kind of coming together there. The last thing I want to do is get this delayed vocal in. Yeah. And I think that's going to go over the main part, so copy. Okay, that works pretty well. So the tempo was right for that in the end. I must have done a delay with the BPM on, and I've actually got BPM sync on it. So if you go to pitch and speed, you can see speed and pitch are synced, and it's at 80 BPM. So that is the same tempo as the pattern. So that's why that's all working. Okay, so that's sounding pretty good. I think now I just need to add some effects, and we'll go ahead and do 404 vinyl sim, as I always do on these beats. Always just works for me. And then we'll go back into the effect settings. We'll try the double compressor that I like to do, which is my favorite number one there. I'll have to turn this down a bit, and we'll listen to this now. Okay, that sounds really fat, and it's got that like lo-fi wobble on it, which I really like. But the chops, I can notice straight away, were way too loud. So we'll go to the chops. Okay, any one of those chops is fine to go into. We'll go to pitch and speed. And then to change the volume of them all at the same time, all the samples in that same mute group, we hold copy, and it says to mute group, you can see. And I can turn this volume down. Let's start 85 and see how that works. That's sounding pretty good. Okay, and I think the only thing I want to do now is make a quick intro. We'll do 9, and then we'll copy it and use remain again and only copy the chops. Okay, so we should... Oh, that's gone wrong. What have I done there? There we go. Okay, and that's very close to being finished, I'd say, as a beat. I liked how those variations worked, and actually going between A and B, once the whole beat had played a few times, it made a bit more sense, and I actually really enjoyed the way that was sounding. So I just want to check that these chops have got envelopes on them. So we'll go to use the value wheel to select one of the chops, shift and pitch speed, and no, they haven't. So what I'll do is hold copy again. That's going to do it to the whole mute group again, and we'll just put an attack of 5 on. That should just smooth things out a little bit. Okay, that sounded really good now, and we've got bus 2 free to do some live jamming, so we'll just do a demonstration of that. There we go, a fairly complete beat there. I think I'd just record that out into a DAW as a stereo signal, and that would be done. So there we go, 2026 kicking off with a nice kind of dark soul-y type beat. I really hope you enjoyed watching that, and hopefully you learned something from the process as well. Big shout out to everyone that supported me in 2025. Hopefully you're going to be here again this year with new people too. And big shout out to my members that support me every month. Like I say, to advanced members, the sample will be available to you guys. And that is it for this one. I will see you all in another video very, very soon.